Dear students, today we are going to discuss about features of research design. Before starting our research, we got to make a research design, so we can discuss what is the features of research design. We can discuss some important features of research design given below. It consists of a plan that identifies the types and the source of information required for research problem. Before starting your research, you can identify what are the input data. For example, if you go for remote sensing, satellite image processing, or medical image processing, it is example for research design. First, you can identify what are the possibilities, what are the input data is available for your research. Okay, so before starting your research, you can identify what are the input data. Okay, what are the source of information. This is the first point. Second one, it constitutes a strategy that specifies the methods of data collection and analysis which want to be adopted. Okay, from my experience, input data I have collected from ISRO, okay, Indian Satellite Research Organization, Indian Space Research Organization, it's called as ISRO. This another body is NRSC, National Remote Sensing Center located in Hyderabad. I have purchased some input data from that research center. But the same type of data we need for further research. For medical image, you have to collect input data from medical centers or scanning centers. So you can identify what are the availability of the data. It is called as data collection. In the data collection, depend on the subjects. For image processing, we can collect the images, and the network we have to study previous papers, and we have to make a note. And other subjects like cloud computing, big data, we have to collect some data depending on the research needs. So it means it constitutes a strategy that specifies the methods of data collection and analysis which would be adopted. Third one is it is also specify the time period of research and a monetary budget involved in conducting the study, which comprise the two major constraints of undertaking any research. If you want to start your research, you have to complete within the time period. Okay, you want to resist your PhD, you have to take your PhD period minimum 3 years and maximum 5 years. Any research institute you have to do like this. In the same time, you need money for your research. So a lot of fund scheme available, we can apply and we can get it. So research time and fund is very important for research. Concept related to research design. There are two concepts, one is a dependent, another one is independent variables. A magnitude that varies is known as a variable. The concept may assume different quantitative values like height, weight, income, etc. For example, if demand depends upon price, then demand is a dependent variable, while price is the independent variable. And if more variables determine demand like income and price of the substitute commodity, then demand also depends upon them in addition to the price of the original commodity. In other words, demand is a dependent variable which is determined by the independent variable price of the original commodity, income, and price of substitutes. So from this example, we can identify which one is dependent variable, another one is independent variable. If it is demand depends upon price, the demand is a dependent variable while price is the independent variable. Simple example. Extraneous variable, the independent variables which are not directly related to the purpose of the study but affect the dependent variables are known as extraneous variable. Then control. The term control is used in experimental research to reflect the restraint in experimental condition. Confounded relationship. The relationship between the dependent and independent variable is said to be confounded extraneous variable when the dependent variable is not free from its effect. Research hypothesis. When a prediction or a hypothesis relationship is tested by adapting scientific methods, it is known as research hypothesis. A research hypothesis is a predictive statement which relates to a dependent variable and an independent variable. Which means research hypothesis we can analyze, we can search particular research, particular experiment. We cannot expect this type of research output. Okay. Sometimes you can expect some output, but unexpected output will come. That unexpected output, it will be better than expected result. This is the experimental study, is a hypothesis, unexpected or unknown answer. Okay, but it is an unknown answer called as hypothesis. We can tell hypothesis questions like our answer. Experimental and non-experimental hypothesis testing research. When the object of the research is to be test a research hypothesis, it is known as hypothesis testing research. Such research may be in the nature of experimental design or non-experimental design. The research in which the independent variable is manipulated is known as experimental hypothesis testing research, whereas the research in which the independent variable is not manipulated is termed as non-experimental hypothesis testing research. Experiment refers to the process of verifying the truth of statistical hypothesis relating to a given research problem. For instance, an experiment may be conducted to examine the yield of a certain new variety of rice crop developed. So, experiment is called as practical-oriented research. It is process. Experimental research or practical-oriented research is a process of verifying the statistical hypothesis relating to a given research problem. Every experimental research or practical research must be conducted by examination. So in the experiment, for example, we can get the yield. Okay, there are different type of rice varieties available. It is sometimes some rice, but it will take one year and 9 months and 8 months. But what are the new rice? It will get growth within the 3 months or 4 months or 2.5 months. So it is an analysis. What are the previous rice growth and yield is available? What are the new rice crop? So this is statistical based and practical oriented research. Further, experiments may be categorized in two types, namely absolute experiment and comparative experiment. If a researcher wishes to determine the impact of chemical fertilizer on the yield of a particular variety of rice crop, then it is absolute experiment. So, if a researcher wishes to determine the impact of chemical fertilizer on the yield of particular variety of rice crop, then it is known as absolute experiment. Meanwhile, if the researcher wishes to determine the impact of the chemical fertilizers as compared to the impact of biofertilizer, then the experiment is known as comparative experiment. From both lines, you can simply identify. If a researcher wishes to determine the impact of chemical fertilizer on the yield of a particular variety of rice crop, for example, we can put the fertilizer to this particular crop, we can expect about the yield of rice crop. This is the absolute experiment. At the same time, we can experiment what are the other fertilizer and biofertilizer. We can identify what are the difference between or what are the yield rice crop yield. Okay, which one is best, chemical fertilizer or bio fertilizer? This it is called as comparative experiment. Next, types of research design. There are different types of research design. They may be broadly categorized as exploratory research design, descriptive and diagnostic research design, and a hypothesis testing research design. Dear students, if you have any query, please contact to my mail ID. I will clarify to you.